Hey everybody, this is James from All Outdoors, and today we'll be starting a revisiting of the 25 ACP cartridge. Now several years ago, I did a 25 ACP versus ballistic gel video in which I compared several different loads, all one shot per piece, and that video has gotten quite a lot of attention over the years, and I want to revisit it in more detail, and we're going to be starting with a relatively new loading for the 25 ACP. This is Buffalo Bore 25 ACP. This is a 60 grain hard cast flat nose bullet. It is advertised at about 850 feet per second with 96 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Now for comparison, your typical 25 ACP is not a barn burner by any stretch of the imagination. It is at best a 750 feet per second cartridge with maybe 50 foot-pounds, so this is really cooking up the scales. And it has an interesting bullet profile, so we're going to go ahead and see what we can do with it using our Beretta Bobcat, Beretta 21A, and 25 ACP with a 2 3/4 inch barrel. We're going to shoot some ballistics gel with it, and we'll also be shooting it through some hard barriers and comparing it a little bit to some other calibers as well. Let's get started. Alright, really quickly from left to right, we have the 22 long rifle, 25 ACP Buffalo Bore. We have a conventional 25 ACP 50 grain full metal jacket, and we have the 380 ACP hardball round. Just for a bit of a comparison, the 25, of course, is the smallest centerfire cartridge you have available to you, and it's considered to be very underpowered for self-defense, but historically, it was used very often and very successfully. So, with that said, let's take some chronograph numbers and shoot some stuff with it. Okay, well, this is about 10 feet. We're going to shoot the chronograph with our 60 grain Buffalo Bore first, and then we're going to follow that up with some Aguila 50 grain full metal jacket round nose.
850. 870.
And now the Aguila 50 grain full metal jacket. Alright, I have 3 pine 2x4s all tied together, and we're backed off to about 10 feet. We're going to shoot with a few different types of ammunition. First, we're going to shoot it with our 22 long rifle, mini mag 40 grain round nose out of a Ruger Ring 3 3/4 inch barrel. Get a low lower, one more shot. Next, 25 ACP Aguila 50 grain full metal jacket. Now Buffalo Bore 25 ACP 60 grain hard cast flat point. And finally, 380 ACP Federal full metal jacket 95 grain of Ruger LCP with a 2 3/4 inch barrel. Alright, hopefully I can show this guys without any shadow, but let's get started. Up here we have our 22 long rifle, and none of them went through one board, but the 380 ACP almost went through, then at the back. But interestingly enough, I also fired some 38 special rounds, 158 grain round nose lead. They didn't come out the other side. Interesting. Okay, I may have actually spoke too soon. You see there's a Bit of a divot there. Turn over. That was our first round of the 25 ACP buffalo bore. This guy has quite a bit of penetration, though perhaps not quite enough to match a 380 ACP, but that's not what it was designed for. Alright, I have the Beretta 21A loaded up with the buffalo bore 60 grain. Go ahead and give it a shot at this paper target at about 7 yards. Just a slow fire, just to see what kind of accuracy we can get. See that flat nose is hanging up on this particular pistol. So if you buy this particular variety, you definitely want to cycle the gun. Otherwise, you have to use the round nose offering. Okay, there's 5 shots at 7 yards. It's not a bad little group. And on second thought, I think when that one bobble happened, I think my fingers were touching the slide a little bit. It's something you have to be aware of with these little guns. But in any case, you definitely want to watch out for those flat nose bullets because they might cycle in some guns, but not in others. But in any case, I'm moving on. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get 3 rounds of this buffalo bore 60 grain and this 10% clear ballistics gel blocks. I have 4 layers in them at the front. I have 2 nice clear blocks and the other one in the back, just in case we get more penetration than we asked for. So let's go ahead and give it a go. Alright, pretty straight and even moon paths here until we get to about the 12-inch mark where they all kind of dip down a little bit. But I think some may have escaped the block, but they all essentially made it to the 15-inch mark. We have one that we caught at the 14-inch mark on the nose. It tumbled backwards. These little small calibers like to do that. We have one right here at 17.5 and one further on in our backup block at 21.5 inches. That is a lot of penetration for a 25 ACP, considering my previous video where 12 inches was a maybe. So if you need to punch through something, this is definitely the load for you. Let's dig them out. Alright, here's our 25 ACP hard cast 60 grainers. Virtually undamaged except for the rifling. And I did find 2 hiding underneath that second block. They came down at the 14-inch mark. So basically, all these shots exceed the FBI minimum standard for a defensive handgun load, even though they're not meant to expand. If you like the 25 ACP or you have them for self-defense, these are definitely worth a try. Thank you for watching.